We are finally here. We have made it to 11/11. Such a long process of launching Good Company, as far as getting it out of my mind to it being something tangible that you can actually see in the real world. And nigga, we made it. We are here. Oh my gosh. I just want this to be a formal introduction of who I am. I'm Tamika. I mean, pretty straightforward. I am the creator, the thinker, the passion driver behind Good Company. And Good Company is going to be such an amazing platform for people just to connect and be able to hear real and unfiltered conversation on sex, relationships, business, music, fashion. Whatever we want to talk about, we could talk about that. And I want it to be a safe space to where people can feel as though that they can press play and be able to take something from each and every conversation. I'm also going to do a streamline of confidence. Confidence drops is what I call them, which is where you can actually play it on your way to work, play it on your way to a date, play it on your way to wherever the hell you want to go. And it's going to be able to edify you and impart some type of confidence covering over you. A lot of people who I've been coming into contact with just don't have the confidence to speak the fuck up. Like, they can't speak up on what they want out of a relationship. They don't speak up on what they want out of business. And they damn sure don't know their purpose. So I want to be able to have a space to where you feel safe, to where you feel welcome, and to where you feel wanted. I'm originally from Hampton, Virginia, but I grew up right here in Atlanta, and this will be our base. We will be right here in Atlanta. When I did an Instagram promotion, I found a lot of my support base in Texas, New Orleans, and Florida, I'm in New York. New York has such a huge following as far as with people who were actually communicating with me quite a bit. So when I had put out, hey guys, we're doing 24 interviews this year, at the time I had sent out some direct messaging. That way I can tell the people who I was interested in, hey, I'm interested in interviewing you. And some of them responded immediately. Others may not have, but that was cool because then we had 5 slots left. So when I opened up the invitation, I had 50 DMs between Facebook and Instagram and shit. I didn't even know 50 motherfuckers even thought highly enough of me to even say, hey, I'm interested. And a lot of them were not in Georgia, and that blew my fucking mind. It really blew my mind. So for one, Facebook and Instagram promos, they work. They expand your support base. And for two, you never know who really fucks with you. Like, I got people who are closest to me that will side eye the shit that I'm doing versus a stranger and be like, bitch, how much? How much to sit in your chair and just to be able to sit at your feet and be able to learn from you? So don't ever underestimate yourself. And it's nothing personal when it comes to your circles. It's just put yourself into a position to where you stop giving a fuck, and you'll be surprised as to where you can reach. So don't limit yourself. So again, Good Company is just going to be a continuous hub of that. Whatever that shit is, it's going to be a lot of that. Now, our first interviews are going to pop off in 2020. I am not in a rush to get shit out at all, but I will do a podcast once a week. Okay? Once per week, I'm going to put out a podcast. Now, we will be available on iTunes, Spotify, and YouTube. So wherever the fuck you're hearing this right now, thank you. The fact that you even took the time to press play, that's a big fucking deal. And we're going to need as much support as possible. And I speak in a form of we, and I don't know why, nigga, it's just me. Like, literally, it is me, Tamika Michelle Booker, by her motherfucking self right now, having this conversation with you. Now, quickly, I just wanted to tap into what my purpose is. My purpose, God has bestowed in me a extra ounce of love, an extra ounce of understanding, an an extra ounce of openness and transparency. And someone could be like me. Someone could be doing it already. Someone could be thinking about doing it. And I just feel as though that it's my time. It's my time to jump into this divine gift that I have of being transparent. And I think that most of us want to know about the person that's being successful, want to know about the person that's happy, wants to know about the person that's in love, and wants to know about the person that's married, or whatever the fucking case may be. But we are not honest enough in that process of how we got there. So I am going to speak quite a bit on the process of how I got to being confident, as to how I told myself that I'm going to launch this fucking brand and I'm going to do it because it's bigger than just a business. This is a passion brand. This is a passion brand, not just a business. Okay. So understand that. As to how I've been successful in corporate America for several years and how I've been able to grow so quickly and to build those relationships into where the largest bank in the nation trusts me on a managerial level, to where now I'm about to exceed towards attempting to be more I'm of an executive presence. Like, I have certain things that God has shown me, and I have written it down, and I've practiced it, and I've educated and mentored others to where now they're successful. And I just want you to be able to experience that as well. I can't hone this by myself. I cannot hold this only to me and to mine. I have to give it to you and yours. This is bigger than what I call ministry. This is testimony. This is God's work, which is not just labeled as ministry, guys. Like, your walk of life should be an example of God's love, as we are spreading the gospel that Jesus Christ is real. Okay. I believe that. Now, whether you are Muslim, whether you're Hindu, Buddhist, if you're an atheist, this is still a good place for you, because what we're going to impart in you is just love. It's love. I accept all people. I do not judge. Okay. I hang out with a lot of different people. My network and my social circles are very eclectic. I like to say I'm my only American friend for the most part. Most of my friends are not even from America. Like, their families are not from here. So I'm pretty broad when it comes to how I view things, because of my openness and transparency and just my ability to just kind of ride the wave and flow with shit. Okay. But yet again, I am a wave. Ha ha ha. Now, getting into a little bit deeper as to our target audience. Our target audience is anybody that's listening to this shit right now. Like, nigga, welcome. We don't have an age limit. We don't have a demographic that we're targeting. We don't have a social scene. Like, we want to be invited to all things. I want to go from the trap balls to the ballet. I want to go from, a trap concert to an opera. Like, I want to be able to go into different rooms and still be packaged with my package. And we'll explain that as well and go deeper into what that package will consist of. I want to bring my true divine self everywhere that I go, because everywhere that I go, my story goes with me. And there's somebody in that room that needs to hear what I have to say. There's somebody in that room that needs to hear what you have to say. I challenge you tomorrow, if you go to work, I'm on your off day, if you're going to your leasing office, or you're going to go pay your mortgage, or whatever the fucking case may be, take your package with you and be your full, true, authentic self. And if you feel it on your heart to be transparent or just to love on somebody, do that. And I want you to share those stories with me as to how it impacted your day, or what type of impact that you had on that other person, because this is what we need to put more into the world right now. Right now was such a phenomenal time to start something and to take the first step. It's almost like God is like, if you tell them to take the first step, I promise I'm going to propel them way beyond their wildest dreams. Like, I'm literally going to take the people that are listening to you, and I'm going to propel them 50 million steps beyond what they could even imagine. And, guys, I pour into a lot of young people every single day. And I say young people because it's their mindset. Even if we're the same age, a lot of times people are still babies in the spirit. And I find myself being surrounded by broken people who are really, just lacking love. They're lacking confidence. They're lacking support. And I'm constantly placed in front of these people and having to go beyond and outside of myself. And I see them go off to do amazing things every single day. There was a young guy who was in my training program a couple years back. And I told him, I was like, you're not going to be reporting to me long. Like, you're going to go off and do amazing things. Like, what's your passion? And he was like, oh, secretly, I want to go to law school. And I said, lawyer, another lawyer. I've been introduced to lawyers for quite some time for some reason. And he was one of them. And he was like, look, I want to study law, but I'm trying to get into this program at Howard University. You're right. I don't think I'm going to be here. So I prayed over him without him knowing. And I just supported his thought process. I supported his movement. Yeah, he was working at the bank at the time and I was training him up and all these different things. But I invested more so into who he really is outside of his 9 to 5. Come to find out, he got accepted into the program. It was a full ride. And I looked on Instagram and Instagram was like, oh, our future lawyers at Howard University class of 20 something. I don't know. And I was like, oh, shit, let me see if he's in the picture. And lo and behold, his happy black ass was right there in the middle of the picture with a smiling face. And he sent me a text and he was like, I'll never forget you. When you come to DC, I got you. If you need anything, let me know. But it's not about what he can do for me. It's what God had it on my heart to do for him at that time. And that was just to support what the fuck he had going on. And we don't have enough of that. Randomly, I'll see somebody from college and I'll be like, oh, okay, great. You're coming out with a new product. You're selling makeup or you're selling a bracelet or a necklace or whatever the fuck. And I'll just order it. Like I don't have to be your homegirl to support you. And that's the misconception. And that's what Good Company wants to do is fuck who you think I'm supposed to be. I'm going to support your black ass anyway. I'm going to love on you anyway. So if you're one of those people that's accepting of that type of love or that wants to give that type of love and support, be a part of our community. Like, follow us on Instagram, Meek Pray Love, MEEK Pray Love. It's very straightforward. That is me, Tamika Booker. Follow me so that way you can know what we're doing. That way you can be a part of our journey. Also follow us on YouTube. You can search Tamika Booker, Good Company, and we'll pop right up. Make sure that you subscribe and that you watch our videos. If an ad pops up, watch it. That helps us be able to go off and to do bigger and better things all around the world. This shit is free, okay? AdSense, the shit adds up and it pays us. So definitely contribute. I mean, shit, if you want to cash at me, you could DM me on Instagram and I could tell you exactly where you can find me. What else? Oh, and we are available on iTunes and Spotify. It is Good Company, Tamika Booker. Just put all of that in there and then I will pop up. And listen to us on your way to work. Listen to us when you're cooking dinner. Just listen to us. It'll be a smooth 15 minutes of your life. So right now, this is just the introduction, but I can't wait to connect with you and just continue to grow with you. So our next podcast, we do release it every week. So once a week, we're going to release these. If I can get more under my belt, I will throughout the week. But as of now, this is all you niggas get. Okay, this is it. Yeah, I fuck with y'all. So support me and I'll support back. Make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe under everything. Like, we need as much love as possible. Hopefully you guys are going to take away quite a bit from it. And we thank you guys for joining our launch this evening. I love you and God bless.